Step Forward is more than a campaign slogan. It's more than merely an operating mantra for our federation. To me, it's a shofar blast, a call to action for our entire community. Its beauty is in its simplicity. Step, an action, do something. Forward, a destination, a direction towards a positive future. Step Forward, meeting the needs of the Jewish people in Detroit through the marvelous work of our agencies and departments. Step Forward in Israel and around the world with our overseas partners, the JDC and Jaffe. A couple of numbers I learned on this trip that Beverly was talking about. 47 and 2. When we started our Pak Netanya program a decade ago to help with Ethiopian children get mainstreamed into Israeli society, they were 47% behind the other kids by the time they entered kindergarten. Now, a decade later, they're 2% behind. This is a miracle. This is Detroit with our partners making a difference and avoiding creating a permanent black underclass in Israel. Another number, 1,000. We've had 1,000 children, mostly from our partnership region, attend summer camp in Camp Tamarack in the last decade. I've met dozens and dozens of these kids, and to a child, they say things like, I came here Israeli and I'm going home Jewish and I'm part of the community, and Mom and Dad, how come you don't get involved in the partnership? This is transformational work we're doing for the Jewish people. Step Forward, growing our campaign both in donors and dollars. One phenomenal example just this year, we had a dormant Maimonides division for a long time. This year, we've had hundreds and hundreds of doctors coming out of the woodwork to get involved. We're doing our first major campaign mission for doctors. We're already on our second bus. That'll be next year. Step Forward. Speaking of missions, the King David mission was something we also hadn't done in decades. Step Forward, more and more missions. They work. It's our best product. Anecdotally, yesterday at the Federation, my mother, who I never see at the Federation, I saw 3 times. Twice in the day and once at night. I said, Mom, what are you doing here? She signed up for all these classes through the Alliance, the trip to Israel. So she was taking Torah study in the morning and Israel at night and this thing. So it's works, I could tell you. And Step Forward by connecting with more people and helping them find within themselves why being an active part of this Jewish community is both a mitzvah and something that will enhance their own lives. Connecting people to community is the most important step forward of all. As it is no longer a given that Jews automatically feel a sense of responsibility for other Jews. This is the greatest challenge we face today. As for 100 years in this community, nobody had to talk about mutual Jewish responsibility. You just had to look out the window, whether it was immigrants coming from Ellis Island, whether it was Holocaust survivors who needed a place, whether it was we're building a country in Israel, or that we're helping support the Israelis in the Six-Day War, taking 1 million Jews out of the Soviet Union, or airlifting Ethiopians out en masse in a 36-hour period. These were things we did. We didn't have to talk about why we were doing them. This is a new reality, and it's no longer automatic that people get this idea of taking care of each other. So we have to continue to invest and create new programs and opportunities to build, to awaken, to enhance a sense of Klal Yisrael throughout our community so we can remain central and effective for another century and beyond. And lastly, Step Forward, bringing positive energy to our mission every day. Remember that together we are doing something big, powerful, and important, and using our collective strength to secure the future of the Jewish people.